Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Valentine. I believe everybody can hear me. Can we all hear me? Kindly drop a yes in the chat box if you can hear me. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much today, guys. See you. Also, Gabriel, well done. Thank you very much for joining. I believe I'm loud and clear. Sadiq is all the way from Kwara State. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, welcome everybody to this beautiful afternoon. I believe we are all staying safe. I believe we are all staying safe. If you're in Nigeria, we already know what's happening with the protests nationwide. So please remember to stay safe and let us also find a way to make money at the same time. All right then. So, um, let's just wait a little while for some other people to join in. This is the Indices Market Mastery. We are going to be talking about how to actually trade the indices market profitably, the benefits of the indices market, how profitable it is, and what you need and require to use in trading this market. All right, so we're going to get started as soon as possible. So let's just wait for other participants to actually join in. Again, one more time, thank you. Thank you very much for joining in and welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you can all hear me. Let's get started. So it's already 10 minutes past the 1 p.m. Let's go straight into it. All right. So please, if you can all hear me, kindly drop a yes in the chat box. Please drop a yes in the chat box. everyone can hear me, please drop a yes in the chat box, loud and clear. Okay, then. Lovely. So yes, this is and this is mastery session, where we're going to be talking about how to actually master the indices, not just master the indices market, but actually how profitable it is, how crazy it can be. All right. So we are going to talk about the various indices that we actually have: the US 100, DE30, which is also now known as DE40, which is the DAX. We're also going to talk about US 100, US 2000, US 500, the likes, how profitable it is, the best times to actually trade this market, and well, if I have a little bit of time, we can dabble into one or two strategies to actually be able to trade this market. So please feel free to drop your questions. In the group chat, then I'll handle them towards the end of the session. All right, I will handle that at the end of the session. Okay, so please ensure you have your accounts funded and ready to go. If you do not, please ensure you do. And mind you, for you to be able to trade the indices market, you need to have good trading funds. All right, good trading fund. So please feel free to join in to get your accounts funded. There's still time to do that. Speak to our yes, get your accounts funded so you can learn how to do that, and possibly also take some opportunities for the New York the New York session that will be coming up this by 2:30. All right, and also if you are I believe we are streaming live on YouTube. All right. So we're also streaming live on YouTube. So that's on Echo FX. I'm going to drop the YouTube link right now for us to actually be able to see um to watch on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Okay, so for my people on YouTube, thank you for joining in. That is the link on YouTube for the Zoom members, so you can also stream live on YouTube. And yes, that is the Echo FX. This is the Echo FX live channel. You can actually subscribe, like, and share. All right. And also, yes, we have some good videos on there for you to watch, educational videos, educational purposes alone. So, and also mind you, every strategy sessions, everything I'm going to be talking about here is based on our own analysis and understanding of the market. Past profits is not guaranteed future profits. Always trade cautiously and good proper risk management levels. All right. So I believe everybody can still hear me loud and clear. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we are going to go straight now. I'm going to be joined very soon by Anu. He's also one of my very good technical analysts in the building. He's also going to be joining me for this session. So I'm just going to go straight into it. And once he comes in, then he can also go. He's going to be telling us about strategies that you can actually use for the indices market. So, but briefly, for those of us that do not understand what the indices market is, I'm just going to go straight into it and let's get to understand just a little bit of it and how to actually make money. I believe everybody can see my slides. I believe everybody can see my slides. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Can you see my slides? I'm not hearing anybody chat. So can everybody see my slides?
Awesome. All right, so yes, this is Indices Market Mastery, so we're going to go straight into it. Um, Now, first off, we want to understand what indices is. Yeah, they are index. So, what is an index? Very simple. An index is a method to track the performance of a group of assets in a standardized way. Indexes typically measure the performance of a basket of securities intended to replicate a certain area of the market. This could be a broad-based index that captures the entire market. Now, what this basically means, this whole grammar actually is saying is that now the indices is a basket, is a pool of different stocks. Now, normally you should be able to trade one or two stocks independently. Yeah, for instance, you have the Apple, you have Alphabet, you have Microsoft, you have um, um, different stocks. But now an index is a basket whereby you're trading the average price of those stocks at the same time instead of trading them individually. Yes, you can actually do that. So now, simply put, an index is an indicator that measures the stock market's performance. Now, we all have different types. We have the US 30, which is also known as the Dow Jones. All right. And also, we have the US 100, which is also known as the NASDAQ 100 or the Tech 100. We also have the US 500, which is known as S&P 500, Standard and Poor's 500. And we also have the US 2000, also known as Russell 2000. Then we also have DE30, also known as DAX 30, also now known as DAX 40. Why? Because there are 10 more companies have been added to this index. All right then. Okay, so also again, remember we are streaming live on YouTube at this time. You can also join us on YouTube on FX channel. Thank you for everybody who has actually joined in at this time. Now, so let's now focus on the US 30. So let's talk about the US 30 index. Now, the second oldest index in the US. Yes, it was founded by Charles Dow and his partner Edward Jones in 1896, thereby bringing the name Dow Jones. The instrument is also called the Wall Street. All right. So it's also called Wall Street. Now, this measures the performance of the 30 largest publicly owned companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange. The US 30 has been in existence for more than 120 years and is considered by most investors to be a low risk investment option. Yes, most investors always see it as low risk for trade, low risk investment. Some top performing companies in this is Apple, Microsoft, JP Morgan, Johnson and Johnson, and a whole lot. As I said, 30 of these beautiful companies. Yes, hey, go online, Google them up, check it out, and see the companies that actually in this index. Yes, are we together? I believe everybody can hear me. All right then. So now let's talk about the profitability, for instance, on US 30. Now look at this move. I believe everybody can see this move. Let's talk about how profitable it is to trade the US 30 um on in the market. Now for the move from 33052 to 33062 constitutes 10 pips. Now, the profit per pip on a one standard lot size is 2,000 naira. All right. So this 2018 naira. Yes, if you're trading on the rally trade, which is most recommended broker, one broker I can actually always definitely recommend for very proper trading. Yes. So on this platform, you can get one standard lot per pip is at 2008 naira. All right. One standard lot per pip is at 2008 naira. So now, if this is 2008 naira per pip on one standard lot, let's do some quick calculations. How many will you make on 10 pips? My mathematicians in the house, can I hear you? Yes, let's drop our answers on the chat. If you're on YouTube, you can drop it on the chat, and if you're on Zoom, please also drop it on the chat. If you have per pip once on one standard lot, how many pips? If you move 10 pips, how much will you make? Okay. Maruf, I see you. Thank you very much. 20,800. Yes, yes. Great. So imagine how much money you can make just for 10 pips on the US 30. All right. That is just beautiful. Yeah. So it's also very important. Now, mind you, as I said, we're still going to talk about strategies to also trade this. We are going to talk about strategies to trade this and also how profitable they are and the best times to actually trade this market. All right. So let's go. Let's continue now. Now, let's now talk about the US 100. For me personally, US 100 is also one very profitable instrument, one instrument I actually like among these indices. So, now the NASDAQ 100 index is a stock market index that includes 100 of the largest, most actively traded non-financial companies that are listed on the NASDAQ stock market. So, most likely, also it's about the top tech tech 100 companies. Yeah, tech 100 companies. Thank you very much. I see you, Safemi, on YouTube. Great. So now the National Association of Securities Dealers, that's NASD, started the NASDAQ 100 index in 1985 along with NASDAQ Financial 100, which focuses on solely financial companies, which is why the NASDAQ 100 um, um, does not include any financial companies. Yeah, so it's most likely comprised of the top 100 tech companies, right? Tech companies. Now, some top performing companies are the Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Alphabet, and the likes. Like I said again, for you to also learn, you have to also make your researches as well. So yes, please feel free to do your researches and also find out the companies that actually belong in the NASDAQ 100. All right. So let's talk about the profitability of US 100. Now, for US 100, you get about 8,330 naira per pip on one standard lot. All right. For one standard lot, you are going to be making 8,330 naira per pip. So let's calculate again. Let's calculate again. If you're with me on Zoom, if you're with me on YouTube, let's talk again. For 10 pips on one standard lot or US 100, what is the profitability? Are we together? Great. 83,000. Beautiful. So now let's take it up a notch. Let's say it moves 50 pips. Let's say the market moves 50 pips on one standard lot on US 100. Let's go. Let's say it moves 50 pips. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's about 416,500. So it is crazy money. It is crazy, crazy money you can make on the US 100, on the US index as well. All right. So let's not sleep on this. Yes, yes, that's how much money you can actually make in this market. So let's move on now. Let's now look at US 500. Let's also talk about US 500, little background details as well. Remember, you want to stay with me. You do not want to leave, because we're still going to be talking about strategies to trade this in this index, and also the best times to actually trade the index. All right. So, and how much you're actually going to need as well. All right. So let's go ahead now for the S&P 500. This index, popularly called S&P Standard and Poor's 500, is a stock market index tracking the performance of 500 large companies listed on stock exchanges in the United States. The 5 largest companies in the index, in order of weighting, are Apple Inc., Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and Alphabet. All right. So, like I said, I'll just give a little bit of background, tell you profitability, and then we are going to go straight into it. How to actually trade it, strategies to use for trading, best time to trade, and also possibly give some entry positions for the 2:30 New York session to actually make some money. All right. So you want to stay with me. Now, you make about 20,800 naira per pip on one standard lot for S&P 500. That is how profitable you can get. All right. So beautiful. Let's go again. Let's do a little bit of a calculation again. If you're in YouTube and if you're in Zoom, let's go. So let's calculate. If this market say moves 20 pips, how much are you going to make if per pip on one standard lot is at 20,800? 20 pips. 20 pips. Beautiful. Around the same price. So stay with me, stay with me. I'm still going to bust your brains right now, because we're still going to be talking about US 2000. US 100, very profitable. The also second most profitable as well is the US 2000, which we are going to be talking about. All right. And yes, you also want to stay with us, because we are going to be giving out some freebies towards the end of the session. You do not want to miss that as well. All right. All right. So let's go straight now to talk about Russell 2000, which is the US 2000. US 2000. Now, US 2000, which is also known as Russell 2000, was founded by the Frank Russell Company in 1984. So you're going to pardon me, because we're about to start mentioning some very funny names. So yes, it is managed by the FTSE Financial Times Stock Exchange Group, a subsidiary of the London Stock Exchange Group. Now, the FTSE also have the Russell 3000 index, which includes the Russell 2000 existing in the bottom two-thirds of the index. Now, small cap is also the companies that belongs to it are small cap publicly traded companies. All right. So now you might also want to make some researches and also find out the companies that make up the US 2000. And yes, funny enough, the Russell 2000 is one of the most volatile of all the index as well, because it comprises of a whole lot financial companies, the tech companies, the non-financial companies, and the likes, all in the year 2000. So yes, we want to check that out to actually see the companies that actually belong to the year 2000. Now, on the year 2000, you make 82,272 naira per pip on one standard lot. Yes, I know, mind blowing. Good. Let's calculate. Let's calculate. Are we together? So let's do this. Let's not look for too much on year 2000. Let's not look for too much. Let's just do 10 pips on one standard lot. 10 pips on one standard lot. How much money are you going to be making on year 2000? Who is with me? Who is with me? Let's calculate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who said it to 2000? I don't understand. Hello, calculate again. Yes, that's about 822,000 just for 10 pip movement on US 2000. That is just mind blowing. All right, that is just mind blowing. I tell you, you do not want to miss the strategies we're going to be giving you on how to trade it. The best times to actually trade it this market as well. All right. So yes, we are still going to be talking about strategies, giving out some freebies. All right. So you want to be here. You do not want to miss out on this. Okay. So I believe my partner is already in the session. Who's That's Anu. He's going to also be talking about the strategies you can actually use and also things you need to actually know about the indices market and actually how to make money. So I'm just going to, as I said, give you the brief background and the profitability. Then we go straight into the strategies you can actually use for um, 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 trading this and how to actually make money. All right, I can see you, Mr. Femi, on YouTube. Well done. Thank you very much for your engagement. You know what? Let's do this. Hey, if you have multiple devices, log in now with the YouTube link to actually stream. All right, I'm going to be giving out some freebies on the YouTube chat as well. All right, I'm going to be giving out some freebies on the YouTube chat as well. So as much as you're here, subscribe, like, and share if you're on YouTube. Um, Engage in the chat, and yes, share to other people who might actually want to join in. All right then. So all righty then. Let's go ahead. Now, let's talk about the best times to actually trade the index. Yeah, so they're always on between these hours that is actually listed here on the screen: Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. And yes, remember it is 24 hours. All right. Okay then. Now, no, the peak trading hours for the US indices is around 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Yes, the peak hours to actually trade is around 2:30 Nigerian time. That's because in Nigeria, that's when the US session actually opens. I believe in the US that's around 8 a.m. I'm not so sure because of the time difference right now. Around 8 a.m. 8 a.m. ish, 8 a.m., 8:30 or 9. Because of the time difference, I'm not really sure about that. But in Nigeria, it's about 2:30 p.m. So you actually want to be in the market to trade this at that time because there's a high number of volume in the financial market, global financial market at that time. The markets are opening. You tend to always see a spike. You want to actually take the opportunity to make money from that spike. So we also have some fundamentals that actually affect it. All right. So all fundamentals from the US zone would definitely affect it. US monetary policies, the US unemployment updates, US consumer PPIs, GDP updates, GDP updates as well. So these are things that actually fundamentals. I believe we have experienced traders here already. So you understand when I talk about fundamental news that come that they actually move the market very, very seriously. All right. Then we also have monetary policies, which refers to the strategies employed by a nation's central bank with regard to the amount of money circulating in the economy and what that money is worth. So I'm not here to come and tell you about monetary policies. I'm just telling you about things that will actually affect the market. Now, when the economy overheats, central bank raises interest rates and take other contractionary measures to slow things down. This can discourage investment and depress asset prices. All right. How monetary policies actually affect the index. Now, during a recession, on the other hand, the central bank lowers rates and adds money and liquidity to the economy, stimulating investment and consumption, having a generally positive impact on assets. All right. Great. So, all right then. So, now, also things that can affect are the unemployment updates. Now, unemployment rate characterizes unemployed people as individuals who are able to work and who have been seeking out work within the past months. Now, mind you, why I'm telling us this, so that we know what affects and moves these indices. So we are not just entering the market because we are seeing a movement. The fundamental news that will come out that will affect the indices. That's what I'm talking about. Unemployment claims, GDP, NFP, CPI, and the likes. Those things will actually affect it. Now, the money that people make from their jobs is the key source of primary income for the majority of the US residents. This means that their employment or lack or lack thereof is directly responsible for how much money they have. All right. So if the unemployment rate is higher, the general income will be limited. With less cash, people spend less money, and there's less of a demand for products. This can mean that stock prices can go down in many areas because there isn't as much of a demand for certain goods. All right. So that is the importance of the unemployment update, that and how it actually affects it. Okay. So also consumer price index, we talk about CPI. Right. Now, since it shows the direction of prices, it is considered an indicator of inflation and one of the most important economic indicators. Consequently, the CPI affects the index market trading. All right. So high inflation as shown by CPI reduces the value of currencies and could be a source of strength to indices. All right. So these are the things that actually affect it. So you want to be cautious, want to be null. For instance, NFP is coming out tomorrow. All right. NFP is coming out tomorrow. So mind you, you want to actually take note of that as well. If you're on YouTube, please drop your likes there. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I believe the link has already been dropped here and it's going to be dropped again. So you can also log into YouTube if you have a second device as well. As I said, I'll be giving out some freebies on YouTube as well. All righty then. So I'm just going to go through GDP updates as well. And then let's quickly talk about the DE30, DAX 30. Now, DAX stands for Dutch, as I said, I'm going to be pronouncing some funny names. Deutsche Index, which means German stock index. The DAX 30, which is now the 40, is sometimes referred to as the GER30 or the DE30, which is now known, as I said, GER40 or DE40. The DAX 40 index is the most well-known stock index for the German stock market. Now, the US indices are there. The DAX is for the German stock market. It's popularly amongst index traders because it represents the German economy, and includes some of the most important industrial and technology companies in Europe. It also has some unique features which make it suitable for active traders. The index represents approximately 75% of the total value of publicly listed companies in Germany. Its value is published by the Deutsche Börse Group and calculated using prices from the Xetra electronic exchange. Xetra is a subsidiary of the Deutsche Börse as well. Now, some top performing companies under DAX include Volkswagen, Siemens AG, Deutsche Telekom, Airbus, Allianz, and a whole lot more. So you also want to make your research on this and actually find out how to actually know the companies that are in this DAX 40. So please mind note that whatever happens to this country, especially the heavy hitters in this index, as the big boys in the index, will actually definitely affect it. Hi, Mr. Taiwo, I see you on YouTube. Well done. Thank you very much for joining in. Also, yes, remember Echo FX is my personal YouTube channel where you can subscribe, learn basic technicals, intermediates, educational purposes, learn how to actually trade. So feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comments. Whatever video you like also put out for you, please feel free to drop in your comments, and if they've been able to help you as well. So remember to subscribe. Yeah, as I said, I've given us some freebies over on YouTube as well. All right. So now the trading hours for the index market as well. These are the trading hours for the DAX market as well. So now, despite the time frames posted for when this particular instrument is open, the best time to trade this index is between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. when the European stock market opens. For DAX, stocks, the best time to trade it between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. when the market opens. Right, when the market opens, that's the best time to actually go ahead to trade these guys, because I said there's so much activity, so much transactions going on at that time, and you want to actually take advantage of the spike. All right. Now you can also trade the index from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. as the US market opens by 2:30 p.m. and it is usual for the volatile on US indices to reflect on DE40. So also at 2:30, you want to actually also try and see how you can trade at that time as well, because there's an overlap. So at that time is even more volatile as well. You want to take beautiful positions to be able to make good money for yourself. Now, mind you, as I said, we are still going to be giving out some good trades for the 2:30 session this afternoon in this session. So if you do not have good funds in your trading account, like I've told you, see the amount of money you can make. Please feel free to actually log into your client office, speak to your account managers, and also get your account funded as well. All right. So the market is very liquid between the hours above, which causes volatility and is an ideal time to take advantage of the market. Now, the DE40 is very profitable instrument to trade in the financial market and on the right trade platform. Now, the index has a profitability of 11,217 naira. 11,217 naira on a standard lot size on a leverage of 1:1,000. You can make 11,000 naira on one standard lot. All right, that is also how profitable it is. Now, due to the heavy weighted structure of the instrument, unlike currency pair, it requires a good amount of money to trade on it. Having about 500, 1 million, 2 million and above in a trading account is an ideal amount to trade this instrument. All right. So please ensure you have good funds in your trading accounts. The index are actually heavy hitters. They require good volume to actually trade them. Please, please, and please apply proper risk management levels when also trading the index. And remember to use good lot sizes. All right. So we are going to be switching now to Aanu, I believe is available. All right. Okay, so yes. Um So we are going to switch now to strategies. Like I said, okay, I'm just going to give a freebie, just hint on the freebies. So the first, we have over 50 people in this session at this time. The first 20 people to go straight to YouTube channel and subscribe. All right, you'll get 100% deposit bonus on your next deposit. All right, so go straight to YouTube right now. If you have another device, go over there, subscribe. All right, the first 20 people to actually get to subscribe are actually going to be getting 100% deposit bonus on any funds at all. All right. So let's do this. Yes, any deposit between 100,000 and above, you're going to get that. So go straight to YouTube, drop a like and subscribe on this live session right now. Okay, so let's switch now to Aanu. I believe Aanu is available.
All right. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. I believe we can all hear me. If you can hear me, just um, let me know on the chat section. Let me know. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Valentine, for that, you know, insight into some of the the nature of the instruments we're actually looking at, which is the indices. So he actually have given us very much insight into them, so we will not be looking at what each of those indices is comprised of. We will not be doing all of those things again because he has given us an insight into them. So before I will continue, I hope we are all doing well, and I trust that we have our accounts are funded, because I might be giving us live, direct trade to actually take before the end of this section. So if you have not done that from us, I want us to reach out to your account manager, get Paystack to do that straight up. So because some people here that on this Zoom, they know that I'm more of practical. I'm more of let's do it and see how this thing moves. So, and you'll be seeing it before the end of the section. You'll be seeing it before the end of the session. So I just telling us this. If you don't have it, and I also need to let us understand, like he has said, that you need good capital for you to be able to trade indices. They're very volatile, very volatile. US 2000, like he mentioned earlier, US 2000 is one of the instruments I love so much. I love it. So I love that instrument so much, and it's very, very profitable. Recently, there are some of the people that actually I actually give instruction to, that trade like this. So they can tell that I've been focusing on US 100, US 2000, and D40 lately. US 2000, US 100, and D40 lately, because of, and for you to be able to trade US 2000 and D40 effectively and US 100, you should be able to, don't trade with anything below 1 million. Are you getting me? Now, why I'm saying that is because this instrument is very volatile, and a single movement, like he was telling before, a single pip like this, you can just see that, you have so much profit. You understand now? And if it move a little like this against you, it could be lost. So there is a need for you to be able to, why, let me just use an example. I believe we can all hear me. So let me just use an example of some of us that have vehicle here. You cannot compare a V6 vehicle with V8. They are all vehicle. They are all vehicle, but when they get to the road, when you get to the highway, you know that this is going to be supplying more because of their capacity. You understand now? So what you do with V6, you will not be able to do some things like that. What you do with V8, you won't be able to do some of those things with you. I cannot be carrying V8 and you will be carrying V6, and we are on highway, and you want to be, no, we are not mates. Do you understand? We are not met. So that is why I usually used to, give an example. The capacity of your account is going to be determining the kind of instrument that you will be trading. I have seen people before that I give them instrument. They tell me that we have good account size, give them instrument, and before you know it, they will say that my account is. The problem is not with the signal, it's not with the trade you were giving, it is with the account size. You understand now? The load you are carrying on that account is too much. So I'm encouraging us, I'm telling us this now, get your account funded, have a very good capital base so that we will be able to do some practical before the end of this section. I believe we are all on the same page now. So reach out to your account manager, make use of Paystack to do all of those things now. And like he has said, I think was it 50 people that he give that 100% bonus. I think it's 50 people. 50 people, 100 people that I gave that to. So if you have been able to, subscribe to that YouTube channel, you have access. Just reach out to your account manager that I'm part of the people that subscribe to that YouTube channel. First 50 people are funded so amount of money, so you get your bonus. So that bonus also is going to help you on this trade. Please, let's do that now. I'm going to be switching to my MT4 now so that we will get started. All right, so coming. Do well to sorry, I want to open my All right. I believe we can all see my screen now. I believe we can all see my screen. I believe we can all see my screen. Just let me know. All right. Thank you, Mr. Moses or Prince Moses. Yeah. All right. So Mr. Sanusi is here. Mr. Sanusi, I cite you. So Mr. Sanusi can tell, Mr. Sanusi can tell. I think Mr. Sanusi is in the charts, Mr. Sanusi can tell how much profitable US 2000, D40 and US 100 is because he's an indices somebody, and we have actually done some businesses together as to trading, and he can tell how much value we have brought to the table. Mr. Sanusi, you are in the chat box. Can you respond to what I'm saying? How much profitable, US 2000 and US D40, US 100 is? And the reason for people to be able to have good account size for them to be able to trade. Because what I want to do now is I just want to show us straight what to do, how to trade this instrument, and then we take trades immediately. This is already almost 2 o'clock, this is almost 2 o'clock. So that's what I want to do now. I think if Mr. Sanusi can hear me, you can actually do that while I continue what I'm doing. So let me go straight to US 2000. US 2000. I want to show us something. I want to show us something on US 2000 now. Yeah. So okay, I think Mr. Sanusi has responded. He said very crazy profit and intoxicating profit, very crazy profit and intoxicating profit. So there was a day myself and Mr. Sanusi were actually on a trade like this. I told him to take, I think was your US 2000. A single day, Mr. Sanusi was able to make over 1.2 million naira trading indices on that a single day. He's here, so he's here on the chat with us here, so he can attest to that. He was able to make, and it was not even as if the trade I'm talking about is not even up to 1 hour. It's not even up to 1 hour. That's how crazy, indices market can be if you have good money. And I can assure you, with something around 6 million, 10 million in your account, with something around 6 million, 10 million in your account, I have given clients before an assurance that he can make with 1 million naira in his account, you can be securing at least 2 million profit in a week trading indices. Like, you don't want to overtrade. You don't want to overtrade. You can, if you with 10 million naira in your account, you can secure, you can secure 2 million on average in a week. If you are trading indices, how profitable it is, you can secure that kind of, and I can tell you which other investment is going to be giving you that in a week, in the comfort of your in the comfort of your room. You are actually trading like that, and you are making such a huge, just indices alone. And I don't forget, I said on average, I have traded indices before, and just during fundamental, I placed a trade on indices before, and I can tell you I've made over 2 million within 15 minutes. In fact, this was not even up to 15 minutes. I traded US 2000 that day, and bam, that move like this, just a crazy lot size, and then I hit it. So that's how it can be. So see now, this was yesterday. This movement was yesterday. If you can see my this thing, if you can see my cursor, just let me know. This, I want to explain something to us on this US 2000. This was yesterday movement FOMC. This movement, this bullish candlestick and bearish that you see here was US 2000 yesterday, moving in favor of of this particular instrument as against what dollar did yesterday. When the FOMC news, the minute came out, and which was actually the US, the Bank of the Federal Reserve actually maintained the interest rate they have before now. So they actually give some other speech as regarding how that the economy is already in the and there is already an expansion in the economy. So when that news came out yesterday, it actually was in favor of US 2000. This was actually the move yesterday, and I can tell you with this move from here to here, I was actually on a trade here yesterday. I was actually on a trade, and I actually gave somebody a trade yesterday on this. So we're on that trade yesterday on somebody say you cannot see my charts. Can we all see my charts? I want to be sure, please. Someone is saying Mojisola John, you cannot see my charts. What's happening? Okay, I think Miss Mojisola John, kindly check your side there. Somebody just, confirm that he can see it clearly. Thank you. Let's continue. So this was a move yesterday for FOMC results move. And from here to here, it's a crazy profit. It was a crazy profit. Crazy profit. Do you know you can make money from this move up and also make money from the retracement? From this move up and also make money from the retracement. So it tells you that this market can give you money, either it is buying or it is also what? It is selling. Either it is buying or it is selling. So whichever way, you can make money from that. And don't forget, I'll be giving direct trade now. I'll be giving direct trade now. I'm very close to the time I'll be giving direct trade because of because the New York session is going to be open anytime soon. So what I'm going to be doing is this. On US 2000, I most times advise that if you want to trade US 2000, there are two ways that I usually advise you trade it. Let's now say that, you want to trade, you just want to do a short time, trade on US 2000. It's advisable, as we all know, that you go to your lower time frame. I will be going to 15-minute time frame now. Okay, good. Now, US 2000 on 15-minute time frame is currently here now. Do you understand? So I will be entering a direct buy from US 2000. I've been noticing that US 2000 has actually been ranging on 15-minute time frame. It's been ranging after yesterday's retracement of that bullish move on for the FOMC. US 2000 has actually been ranging, and then when it got here, it actually got rejected. Then it's moving up again now. But you can see this candlestick now. You can see this candlestick moving around this candlestick here. This current one is trying again to break this zone. Then, for your information, I'll be entering a buy immediately when this particular instrument break this part where I marked out here. I'll be entering a buy on US 2000 immediately when it breaks this region here, and I'll be entering a sell immediately when it breaks this region here. But then sometimes I can tell you for sure that I can enter my sell from here straight up. If I know what the market is going to be doing, like yesterday, before that news came out, I already told somebody that I know that this US 2000 is going to be bullish. The news is going to be in favor of US 2000 because they are going to maintain the interest rates, and after some of the speech that they gave, the economy is easing down, the inflation is easing down, economic expansion and all that. So I know that this instrument is going to be bullish. So I told the person to enter a bullish app, to buy US 2000 yesterday, and eventually it gave him some crazy profits. Do not trade US 2000 with anything below 1 million naira. People that have traded before, they know. Do not trade US 2000 with anything below that amount of money. I believe we are together. Do not trade it below that, if you have anything below that amount of money. So now, it seems the market is very quiet. And what do you think the market is trying to do? The market is waiting for that New York session to open. It's kind of very quiet, very slow. It's waiting. And then if I were you, I would get myself prepared for that moment. Then we get into the game. So I'm going to be telling you now what to do. This instrument mostly is advised that you trade it using support and resistance. Support and resistance. Indices markets usually respect support and resistance a lot. And one of the things that you will see is that there are numbers of times that if it's able to touch that particular place, they are counting. You can start counting it. That touch it the first time, the second time, and the third time. You know that at a particular number, that is going to break that area. And if it does not break that area, then it's going to be a serious rejection. I believe we are together. Please let me know in the chat, section. Let me know we are together in the chat section. So we are already on. This is already 2 o'clock. So we'll be going for our live this in anytime soon. So I use support and resistance. So for some people that usually ask me, Mr. Anu, what do you use for this? I usually use support and resistance. I use support and resistance a lot to determine my movement on this instrument. It's one of the indicators, or one of the how I can analyze the market very easily, and it's very seamless. I have marked out this area now, and watch out at the opening of that New York session. What we are looking out for is a breakout from here, or immediately when it comes down here, we enter. That's what we are looking out for. And I can tell you, once the New York session open, what usually happens most time is this. Pay attention to me. What usually happens most of the time is this. Not all of the time. Most of the time, the market usually do the opposite of what it's been doing before the opening of the session. Let me repeat that again. If you are trading either US 100, US 2000, US 30, once the New York session open, the market usually do the opposite of what it's been doing before that time. It's usually, not all the time. Most of the time, the market usually do the opposite of what it's been doing before the time. There's a secret behind that, and it's actually to people that trade in the New York Stock Exchange, the London, and the people that actually can tell you more. I've actually studied some of those things, and over the time I've seen that that's how the market moves. It will move between a short period of time before it now continue its previous movement. So that is why we sometimes advise that if you are on a trade before those times, if the trade is actually in your advantage, you can actually close it, wait for the session, then place your trade, or wait for after the session before you place your trade. Because some people can be stopped out of the market. I've seen people before, was actually on a trade. He was on a loss of around 500. Was it 200,000? He was stopped out of the market, closed, and the market started moving in his favor again. What is the problem? Capital was the problem. Capital was the problem. So, and let me now move to US 100. Around March, April, and May. March, April, May, and June. US 100, I traded US 100 so much. I focus more on US 100 than any other instrument. And people that are broke, can tell you that I mostly send US 100 trades, and because it's very profitable for me, very, very profitable for me. It's very profitable. The real US 100 respects support and resistance a lot. And before it will break a particular support and resistance, US 100 will not just test that plate once. Now, what do I mean? Look at this. This area. Here. And here. Right. Okay, good. See this resistance here. US 100 was rejected here, right? Okay, here. Let's say from here. Came down, tested it here, rejected again. Down, tested it here again. Rejected again. Down, tested it here. Then here, it broke it, and then up. In fact, this movement here broke it, then up immediately. In fact, this movement that you are seeing here was even before the FOMC. This break that you are seeing here was even before the FOMC. So there are some times that you can tell that US 100 can be trading between the support and resistance zone for 2 days, depending on the fundamental that's available to move the market at that time. That is what is that's what actually happened here. Move here, touched it, come down here, rejected, move here again. You could actually milk this instrument trading between this zone. Then you also saw something happened. You understand now? Then it reversed. After getting here, you can see that it break that place, came back to test it, then move again. Move again. So that's actually how some of these instruments move. Support and resistance is very key. Let me go to DE40. The DE40. Most of the things that Val has actually given us, they are to tell us how some of these instruments move. You can see that fall on DE40 yesterday. That fall on DE40 yesterday. We did some business around that too. I mean, you see that? See that fall on DE40. See that fall on DE40 today? Yes, today. The push down. And what do you think is the reason for that? The European zone actually cut their interest rate. They cut their interest rate. And because of that, it's actually in turn weakened their indices, giving strength to to their currency, weaken their indices. And that's one of the reasons. Sorry, I'm coming. Okay, sorry. Good. That's actually one of the reasons why. And pay attention to DE40. There's somebody I told that on 4 hours, you will see a serious movement on DE40. Can you see this? This rejection that came down here, DE40 has actually been trading between this support and resistance on 4 hours. Support and resistance. Don't mind some of this minor weak resistance and support. It's been trading between here and here for how many? Since maybe June. Since June. Let's go back and see. Yes, that was since June 24. It's been trading between that zone since June 24. The only time there was a actually break was during June 11th, and then that was when there was a gap up. Then it moved back to its normal previous state, and it's been trading around that zone. So what you see happening here now is that you're expecting DE40 to either still come down, come and test this particular place. You understand now? Then pushed up again. That's if you are looking at trading it for a long period of time, like you want to be an position trader, you are looking out for a particular position, then you take it, follow it like that. So now, can you see what I said earlier on US 2000? I think I mentioned that if I was to trade US 2000 that time, I will enter it, sell. Can you see now? US 2000 is already selling. US 2000 is already selling. Can you see that? US 2000 is already selling. If you have good amount of money, you enjoy this market. So sometimes when you already look at the market, let me go to 1 hour so you can see what is happening here. Now, this is already an opening. You see that this is a place where I marked that it might struggle before it breaks. The reason for this breakout that happened here was because of FOMC. The reason for this breakout that happened here was because of what? FOMC. And you will see that immediately there was a retracement back to that zone. A retracement back to where? To that zone. Then it started trading within that zone again. Start trading within that zone again. So if there is nothing really, a news that is going to be making it to break that zone, so you are expecting US 2000 to still be trading between here and here for now. Here, this zone, this particular place, and here. I believe we are together. If there's no any news that is moving, you are trading majorly support and resistance. That's this major strategy that I'm giving us now. We are trading what? Support and resistance. If you are very conversant, understand your support and resistance zone very well, you can trade fundamental and make serious money from them. I mean, sorry, you can trade indices and make serious money from them. I tell you, if you are very conversant, with your support and resistance zone, understand where to mark support and resistance zone, you can make good money trading them. This, indices. What are we seeing here now? So US 2000 now is expected to actually come down here. We're expecting it to come and test here. You understand now? So this particular move that you're seeing now is showing us that this part area has been actually rejected. Does not have a very strong distance around here. So in few minutes time, I'll be giving you an entry position. I'll be giving you an entry on this particular instrument. So the same thing applicable to US 100. You see that? You see that US 100 too is already. So normally US 100 would come as low as this place. If not even here. If not even here, before, even if it's going to go up, push up again, it respects support and resistance. You will see that this is where it stopped. Verify resistance. It respects support and resistance a lot. This instrument respects support and resistance a lot. So like I said, you see my US 2000, right? It's coming down. It's coming down. So that is actually what we are looking at doing. So if I were you now, I'll enter a direct sell on US 2000 now. I'll enter a direct sell on US 2000 the way I've entered. If you have the money, if you don't have the money, reach out to your account manager, let them help you out on that. If you don't have the money, reach out to your account manager, let them, let them help you out on that. So sorry. On US 100, I'll be entering my sell from this zone. Here, I'm not calling I'll be entering my sell below on 5 minutes. I'll be entering my sell below this support resistance. Then I'll take my profits around this untested support. Then follow it up. If this market is able to go around this place, I'll enter a buy from here, follow down to, sorry, I'm coming. So, all right, thank you. So, yeah, that's actually what I said. So US 2000, I'll be entering my sell on US 2000 around here, then follow it down to, US 100, follow it down here. Then my buy, I'll actually put a buy around this region, then put my take profits around here. So, but I'm still expecting further sell on US 100. I'm expecting further sell on US 100. You see my US 2000 I enter, right? So if you enter US 2000 like I gave you, that you should enter US 2000 now, you should be in serious profit now. That's the move. You should be in serious profit now. So I'm expecting it to come as low as this area where I put my, around this region. Yeah. So that's where I'm expecting US 2000 to come to. So if you have entered US 2000, I believe you should be on serious profit by now. So, and then you see the move on US 2000. Can you see that crazy move? That's how this instrument moves. And I tell you by now, if you use a good lot size on US 2000 by now, you should have been in serious profits. You see that? I've entered though. I've entered. You see that? So, and then as of DE40, sell too. I'm still expecting sell on DE40. I'm still expecting DE40 to still sell. Yes, I'm still expecting DE40 to still sell. Don't forget, I told you that I'm giving you direct, entry. I'm giving you direct entry on this instrument. I'm giving you direct entry on this instrument. However, for me to be able to actually, enter a buy on, I cannot enter a buy on D40 yet. I'll enter a buy above here, but I'm expecting this. So if you are good at that, so you can actually look into entering D40 around that particular area. You can actually look at entering D40 around that particular area. I believe we are all together. So if you are entering some of this trade, you can let me know. So that just let me know you are entering this trade. Like I said, just let me know if you are entering this trade. If you're entering this trade, let me know. So D40, US 2000, you should be in profit now. US 100, you should be in profit now. You see that fall, right? I told you, you see that fall on US 100. See that? So I've told you to enter sell on US 100. So if you are on US 100 sell, you should be in profit now. You should be in profit now. And if you are fortunate to take these these trades, do well to actually. So like I said, you trade majorly between
All right, then. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I believe everybody can hear me. Awesome. So I believe, thank you very much, Anu. Thank you very much. That was lovely. All right, so I believe we are all. I've just been having a little bit of network challenges here, but I believe that was already towards the end of the session. We've just been having some little bit of network challenges, both on my side and on his side as well. Situation of Nigeria. So due to the little network challenges, we might just have to call it a day here today. But no issues. I believe we've all been able to take the trades on US 2000, US 100, and the DE40 as well. And hey, you're already in profit. So yes, 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 we are good and good to go. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. As I said, the first 20 people to 20 to 50 people who can actually subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, subscribe, like, and share, drop your comment, and click on the like button. Yes, also put on your notifications so that you'll be able to get notified again when I post more videos. All right, so thank you very much for joining in, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, all analysis and information given here are based on our own knowledge and understanding of the market. So past profits do not actually guarantee future profit as well. Remember to trade with proper risk management levels. All right. So my name again is Valentine, also known as Val FX. This is the Indices Market Mastery with Aanu. Thank you very much, Aanu. And yes, for people on YouTube, this is Echo FX. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Like, share, and do have yourselves a beautiful and peaceful and very, very profitable day ahead.